Hey there, I'm Kathy, here to equip you with the tools to maximize your dimensional insight investment. Today, we're going to learn how to create a multi-tab view in our ProDiver Advanced Analytics solution. This will allow you to view data across multiple dimensions simultaneously. Here to explain how to create multi-tabs is Alyssa Mintz from our education department. Alyssa?
In this demonstration, you'll learn how to create a multi-tab view of your data. A multi-tab view allows you to expand the view of your information so that you can see multiple dimensions compared with each other in separate vertical columns in the same information grid. For example, let's say you're working with produce sales data and you dive on supplier to see a list of all the suppliers who supply you with the produce you sell. We now see a list of the first 13 of a total of 37 suppliers and can scroll through the list to see the remaining items. Now let's say you want to see, in the same window, a list of the types of produce you received from each supplier. To add this information to the window, we'll use the tabulars icon on the toolbar. The tabulars icon lets you choose from a variety of view types, but we want the multi-tab view. Notice that ProDiver now displays horizontal arrows next to the dimension names in the console. Each horizontal arrow indicates a dimension that contains information you can add to the current dive window. We want to add information on the types of produce we get from the suppliers, so we'll click the dimension name Commodity. ProDiver adds the list of commodities to the current window and increases the number of rows as necessary to accommodate the new commodity names. We can see that the list of commodities we received from Big City Acres starts with asparagus and ends with watermelons. In addition, ProDiver breaks out the quantity and sales figures for each produce type. So, for example, we can see that Big City Acres supplied 720 units of watermelons, accounting for a total of $15,900 in sales. So in our multi-tab view, we can see more detail about our produce sales than we could with the original tabular view of the data. Let's add the names of the customers who bought each type of produce to the information in the current window. ProDiver displays the names of customers in a third column in the window. We can now see that Big City Acres, for example, supplied asparagus that was sold to 4 different customers. Note that we can scroll our quantity and sales columns back into view by clicking in the scroll bar at the bottom of the window. You can perform a dive in a multi-tab view of your data. When you do that, however, the view changes back to a tabular view. Let's perform a dive to find out in which months Big City Acres supplied asparagus that was sold to Yosemite Wholesale. We'll start by clicking that entry in the multi-tab view. Notice that the arrows in the console are now pointing downward, indicating that you can now dive on the dimensions. Next, we'll click the dimension name Ship Month. The window reverts to the view we're used to seeing after a dive. The supplier, commodity, and customer columns have been replaced by a single column, the Ship Month column. And this column lists the only month in which asparagus from Big City Acres was shipped to Yosemite Wholesale, which was September of 2018. The quantity and dollar sales information for sales of asparagus in that month appear in the neighboring columns. Note that you can also create multi-tab views using the command display tabulars. So that's how you create a multi-tab view of your data. You click the tabulars icon, select multi-tab from the drop-down menu, and then click the name of the dimension that has the information you want to add to the window.
Thanks, Alyssa. Please give us a like and hit subscribe to find out when we release new videos. Also, we'd love to know what you found most useful. Let us know in the comments below. See you next time.